What's up, everybody? This is Colin from Holistic Heritage Homestead. I hope you're all well. I want to give you folks 7 reasons why everybody should stockpile canned beef. Everybody. Preppers, yes. Homesteaders, yes. Everybody. It's great. Now, in my opinion, a lot of people in the emergency preparedness community, they're doing it wrong. They're stockpiling the wrong foods. They're focusing more on volume, quantity, instead of quality. The foods that really matter, that you're going to want in an emergency preparedness scenario. Now, this is for everybody, because if you have been following our channel, you'll know I say a pantry, a prepper pantry, is a regular pantry. Everyone's pantry should be the main place that they have the food that their family's going to eat, whether that's a regular day or if an emergency situation happens. You should have foods that you're going to eat and work through, so you're not sitting on a bunch of food that's getting old, losing nutrition, and that's going to possibly expire. These foods you stockpile should be things that you can use on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Okay? Very, very important. So, number 1, nutrition. When it comes to animal-based proteins and fats, it's hard to beat the nutrition you get from animal-based proteins and fats. You can't beat it. Now, vegetarians and vegans, hang with me. We can still be friends. I disagree with your diet. I think it's unhealthy. Is it possible? Yes. But you have to balance your amino acid profiles. When you're having animal proteins, you have complete amino acid profiles that are high in the very important 3 amino acids: isoleucine, leucine, and valine. Now, if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, with some balancing and eating different foods and matching things up, you can get complete amino acid profiles with more than one food. Animal protein, just the animal protein, you have complete proteins. And that's going to be difficult to be a vegan or a vegetarian in an emergency preparedness type of situation, okay? Very, very difficult. So you're talking high quality proteins. If you're going to look at proteins in like produce, grains, they're not complete proteins most of the time, okay? And if they are, they're low in isoleucine, leucine, and valine. So very, very important. You're going to get fat with this, which is very important because you're looking at caloric density, okay? This right here is 28 ounces. That's 1.75 pounds. In this container, which contains 14 servings, 2 ounces apiece, you're looking at 980 calories a can. You're not going to get anywhere close to that with pasta or with rice, okay? Calories matter. Calories, that's your fuel. That's your energy, okay? Protein is very important as a macronutrient because you're made up of protein, okay? Water, protein, and fat. That's what we are made of, okay? So you need to have that to prevent muscle atrophy and wasting away. Now, that's good for daily nutrition. If you're in a preparedness scenario that turns into a week, weeks, months, maybe a year or longer, very, very important you have protein and fat to fuel you, okay? Very, very important. Now, this has iron, okay? Each serving has 15% of the recommended daily intake of iron. The iron that's in beef is heme iron. That's the superior iron. You can have iron in spinach, for example, but that's non-heme iron. It's not as bioavailable. It's inferior, and it just doesn't absorb the same way. Solid, good quality iron that your body can actually absorb. So you're talking about pound for pound, more nutrition. The macronutrient, the most important one for survival, protein, and in certain short-term scenarios, you could argue that fat is more important because it's calorically dense. Animal-based proteins and fats. Beef in particular, ruminants, they're amazing at turning grass and vegetation into awesome superfoods. Beef, in my opinion, for different reasons, is unbeatable. Unbeatable. If I were to pick one, it would be canned beef. Okay? Plus, it's delicious. That's different. So yeah, you're talking about nutrition. This is amazing. And by the way, we're not sponsored by Keystone Beef or Keystone Meats I wish we were. Keystone Beef. Any of your representatives, if you're watching, hook us up. We're interested. We're promoting your product anyway, but it does not have to be Keystone Beef, folks. It could be any beef. What you're looking for is you want, like Keystone Beef, 2 ingredients, beef and salt. This is beef and sea salt. So with the salt, you're getting your electrolytes, okay? You're gonna help your body maintain the balance and hold in water, which is very important. Maintain that hydration, okay? And with sea salt, you're getting trace minerals that are very, very important, okay? I mean, you're not gonna beat this. 11 grams of protein per serving, all right? A lot of nutrition. One of these, if you put this in your bug out bag, which I actually do consider it to be an option, I'll explain shortly as far as portability, why that's great, why it's great for portability. If you put this in your bug out bag for one person, you've got 3 meals. You've got 3 meals here. Sure. Is it optimal? No. Are you going to survive and feel somewhat satiated and well enough and have energy? Yeah, of course. This is enough for 3 meals for sure. Absolutely. Now, second reason is shelf life. This has a best by date of October 18th, 2028. We've had this down there for months, maybe a year. I don't even know. So you're looking at least four plus years of this is going to be great. Now, for any of you who are educated when it comes to canned foods, let's just say, do your research. I'm not going to claim anything. Canned foods have been proven. People have opened up canned foods for 20, 30, 40 plus years past their expiration dates and they've been fine. So canned food, you're looking at more shelf life than a lot of other options. Sure, can you have dehydrated beef jerky, whatever? Absolutely. But that might be expensive. That's going to take time and energy to make it if you're going to make it yourself. This is ready, okay? Shelf life, you really cannot beat that. It's going to go way past this expiration date, supposedly. And if you're trying to eat this before your expiration date, most people can work through food in their pantry within 4 years. All right. Number 3, it's fully cooked. Now, why is that important? Well, it's easy. Sure. Great thing. Arguably more important than it being easy and just convenient that it's fully cooked is that it can save you time. But besides it's just being easy and saving you time, arguably more important is you're not using energy. You're not going to have to make a fire to eat this. You're not going to have access to a stove or a grill or whatever to eat this. You could open the can and eat this. And by the way, it's delicious. And this is coming from a person who's been in the restaurant industry for 25 years. I've worked with some of the best chefs and everything else. I try not to be a snob. I keep it real. It's delicious. Is it is it a fresh ribeye? No, but it's delicious. Absolutely. So it's fully cooked. That's going to save you energy. If you're trying to stealth camp, you don't want people to know where you are. Maybe you don't want a fire going, or you have a smokeless fire, but you don't want people smelling cooking beef cooking or whatever. Then you've got this as an option. And by the way, they do have pork and they do have chicken, they do have turkey. So there are other options. I do recommend for variety picking up other ones. But if you're going to pick up one, go with beef. All right. So yeah, fully cooked. It's going to be easy. It's going to save you time. Easy in the sense of just if you don't feel like doing much, and it's going to be quick. And again, very important, it's not going to require energy. You're not going to need to burn more wood to make this ready to eat. It's ready to eat. Number 4, it's versatile. Let me tell you, folks, this is amazing. Okay, we use this in our home frequently. It's the type of thing to save time. It's great for you busy folks. We're busy folks. I assume a lot of you are busy. Just for regular meals, besides emergency preparedness, it's good to have around because you throw this in a pot, you heat it up, you add some corn, whatever else, you're good to go. Now, common things that people do prep that are important, but they should not be the priority. This type of stuff should be the priority, canned animal proteins and fats. Common things that people prep like rice, pasta, beans, those goods, those foods are excellent to pair with this. You can make chili with ease. For me, chili is beef and bean. To each their own. You could add a little bacon or something, a little pork maybe, but for me, a real chili is beef and bean. Bean chili, cool. Beef chili, cool. Beef and beans, that's a winner meal right there. That's the way to have chili in my opinion. Pasta. You can make bolognese or modified bolognese. Pasta with meat sauce, all right? You can do a lot with this, okay? This poured over rice, you're good to go. Very, very versatile. Tacos, great. They also have a ground beef, which might be preferred for tacos. We've used that for tacos here. We made tacos with this. This is closer to a carne asada. The ground beef is your ground beef tacos, okay? So lots of great things you can have with this. You can also make soups with this. When it comes to preparedness and survival, even just camping, boiling food, crock pot style cooking, single pot cooking is the superior way to cook. A lot of people, I like cooking over an open fire. I like grilling. I like charcoal, sure. But as far as survival, as far as maximizing nutrition, boiling food, single pot, crock pot, that's the way to go because you're not losing your precious fat and calories and maybe even dropping protein into the fire, dropping the piece of meat in the fire, which is the protein and the fat. So when you have it boiling, it's in a crock pot, it's in a single pot, you have all your nutrition staying there, okay? Might not taste as good, although that could be delicious in its own way. Fire cooked meat, there's something about it that's just amazing. Different, okay? Arguably better when it comes to a fresh steak, but this is the way to go, okay? Single pot, boom, you're ready to go. Now, number 5, portability. Now you're thinking, all right, well, this is 1 pound, 12 ounces, which is 1.75 pounds. Not that heavy at all. I believe the can obviously is going to add some weight, but I believe as far as portability, this is your best option. It really is, and I'll tell you why. If you have a freezer full of beef and you've got to bug out and go to your cabin, go to the wilderness, wherever, you're not gonna, your freezer raw frozen meat is not gonna last long. This is portable. You're gonna take this and it's gonna stay how it is. It's portable in the sense that it comes in a sturdy can. It's not gonna spill, it's not gonna leak, okay? So it's portable as far as that way, great for carrying around. And it's also stackable. What I recommend, and I'm going to do a video on this hopefully within a week or so, get some totes, some strong containers, storage containers. Put a bunch of these, some can openers. Little tip there, don't forget the can opener. There's ways of opening without it, but make life easy. And then you can throw some rice and beans in there, maybe some vegetables. Vegetables are their least important. They do have a purpose. Please check out my previous video or videos about the benefits of vegetables, the prepper pantry videos that I've done. Yeah, I mean, you've got something that's just grab and go. So you can grab this in a tote, stack these up in a tote, ready to go. You get a multiple totes for 1 person, 2 people, however many people. Each person can grab a tote for themselves, throw it in the back of your vehicle, and you're good to go. Very portable. And honestly, this is going to fit in your bug out bag with ease. And again, 3 meals right there. Reason number 6, everybody should stockpile canned beef is it's a great price. That's right. I know food costs have gone through the roof and beef prices in particular have gone through the roof. However, this is very, very affordable. You're going to get this anywhere from like $10 to $15, okay? It's going to range from Amazon, Walmart, wherever you get it. But that's a great price for 1.75 pounds of beef. Let's say $12 for one of these, okay? $12. Now, for $12, you're looking at $6.86 per pound. I don't know about you, but that is phenomenal for beef prices. $6.86 a pound. That is excellent for animal proteins and fats, okay? And specifically beef. Beef, cheap cuts of steak are going to be like $10 to $12 minimum per pound. Ground beef, around $5 per pound, $6 per pound. So you're talking about slightly more than your average ground beef prices. Now I'm talking about good quality ground beef. You can get stuff that's cheaper, but it's going to be frozen. You're going to have to cook it in a certain amount of time or just keep it frozen. You can't transport it. You can't beat this. Nutritious, delicious, portable, and affordable. You can't beat it. Really. I'll take it for something that if people are going to go and buy, MREs and stuff like that, If they're going to buy freeze-dried foods, they're very expensive. Good old-fashioned canned beef. Don't spend your money on things you don't need. This is what you should have, okay? Freeze-dried stuff, great. It lasts decades, all right? It's great. But this will last decades too, and it's going to be a fraction of the price. Fraction of the price. Granted, it's a little heavier, but dehydrated stuff, freeze-dried stuff, you're going to have to add water to it, okay? This is ready as is, and you can't beat it. All of the benefits for the price. You really can't beat that. Now, number 7, value, overall value. Now, beef has always been something that people want, and I think people are always going to want beef. Hear me out. There's been a trend around the world to limit animal proteins and fats, to get people to eat other things. And in my opinion, of many, many years of research, ad nauseum, it's an agenda. It's a dark, evil agenda. You have this, you're healthy, you're muscular, you're capable. You can maintain healthy testosterone levels for you guys out there. Healthy testosterone levels, a healthy amount of rebellious attitude. Powers that be don't want that. There's a reason why, or there are reasons why they want to vilify meat, okay? Or vilify the people who eat meat. Get it now, because in my opinion, this is not being pessimistic, I'm not fear-mongering, I'm not trying to be an alarmist. In my opinion, it will be very difficult or maybe even impossible to get meat in the future, specifically beef. Now we're talking, that could be a year, 2, 3, 5, 10 years, whenever, but get it now. And if you are able to get it, it's going to be prohibitively expensive in my opinion, okay? They're making it more and more difficult for people to produce the beef and to get it to the market and do the things to get it into your pantry. So get it now. When I talk about value, okay, this is, you could barter this. People will, if they want things, they'll give up stuff. Who knows? A few cans of beef, you can get a tractor in an SHTF scenario. I don't know. But people will really miss beef. They're going to want it. They're going to want it. Beef is a distinct, unique flavor, okay? And they're going to crave that. They're going to want this. Rice and beans are only going to go so far. So if you folks found this to be valuable, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like, comment below, get involved. I really just want to share this information with you. Our channel is Holistic Heritage Homestead. We have a holistic approach, not just when it comes to homesteading. We mean holistic as far as your lives overall. And preparedness is a very important part of everyone's life. It should be. Now, this is great for everyone. Vegans and vegetarians, you might want to stockpile this for family members. Okay, I do respect your diet. Whatever you want to do, I don't agree with it, but I respect you. I believe in freedom and people's right to choose what they eat. But you might want to stockpile this for family members who do eat beef. You might want to stockpile this for you vegans and vegetarians out there to barter, okay? Very, very important. Very, very important. Now, if you folks find value in this, please let me know in the comments below. Do you stockpile beef? Canned beef in particular? If you don't, are you going to? Get involved in the comments below. Let's help one another. I hope you folks are well. Take care.